Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back at you with another stock market update. I call this my live sessions market mingle. I pushed it back about an hour because I wanted to give the market a chance to get up and do something. So we had something to talk about. So now I got some stocks that I'm gonna go over. And right now you can see I got a minute chart up of the S&P 500 futures just to show like what the market is doing after being open an hour, a little under an hour. So you can see right here where the market opened at 9:30. It opened up, chopped around a little bit, and now it sold off a little bit. So basically, but we're relatively flat currently. S&P 500 futures are just up about 9 handles. The Nasdaq futures are down about 25 handles. The Dow futures looking pretty strong. They're up 164 handles or ticks, points, whatever you want to call them. That's almost 0.5%. And the Russell futures are down about a 1/4%. They're down about 4 handles or 4 ticks. And so currently, what we have, I'm going to go over a trade that I put on this morning. I bought I bought a call in the triple Qs. So let's go to the triple Qs and then we'll talk about it. So right here you can see, you say, well, why you buy it on a down day? What what I was doing, I was looking at the option chain for next week. And I went, so next Friday would make it 7 days out. So I'm right here in this expiration. And I seen the market come down when it opened this morning. And as it was coming down, I got long it. So here's my, I'm just going over what was going on in my mind. And then I go over some of the internals to help me make that decision. This wasn't, it had a little bit of technical analysis, but for the most part, this was just a position trade. I'm looking at the expected move on the, let me bring up let's see, I'm going to go over, because there's this misnomer that you got to have all this technical. Look right here in the center of the screen, this little ruler right here. So this is the expected move between now and next Friday, right there. And then if you look up here, it shows you $7.68. When the market opened, it was about $6, six and some change. So the market came down, and I'm looking down here at this price level. So I went like $6 out, and it was right around 376. And as it went down, this expanded a little bit. So I said, well, if you look over here, now the probability of touch has changed a little bit, but at the time when I bought it, it was like right around 52%. So I said, I'll take that, right? And I think I paid, um, could look over here on the chat, I paid 133 for it. So it's down about $13. Now, if we look up here on the at the money price for the options is right around $4.27. So if you buy something for 133 and it makes it to this price, it would be at the money. That would make it right around what, 420. So roughly 2.5 times my money, almost 3 times the money. So basically I'm risking like one to make like 2.5 in a week. Now a lot of theta could come out and change that total overall price, but I'm not, even as the market is going continuing to go down, you can still see the expected move isn't changing a whole lot, and it's keeping that range right there, keeping 376 there. Now we can go look at some other things on why I would let's get that off of there. We'll look at some other stuff. As soon as I don't, I'm gonna try to get this off the screen. There you go. Bam. Now Another thing we can go look at. Now let's go to the charts and I'll show you some more stuff. I'll put my drawings back on, and then we'll put indicators back on, and then we'll go down to the hourly intraday, and then I'll show you what I was looking at. Now, my next level up over here is right around 377. That is the filling of this gap. It's a gap right here. So if I draw this gap right here, put this on the screen. So basically, this is a I already think that the market is going to close this gap, right? That's my opinion. That's my thesis on the market. I could be wrong, but I think that the market is going to go up here and fill this gap. And so that's right around 377. So that some technical analysis that I already had is I'm putting that together with what the option market is telling me and the range that it's giving me. Now the range, now you could say, well, you could have a bearish view on this particular underline. I'm gonna save this so it'll stay on the screen. And you could say, well, now if you was bearish, you could just come down here and say, look, well, I'm gonna buy the put 363 or 362, somewhere right around in there. Let's go look at that. It's right there on the support level, right? Before this was a take profit zone. Now, something that was resistance before could then become support. So the market could come down right around here, 363. So if I was bearish, I would have just bought the 363. But I'm not. I'm bullish, so I'm just gonna buy this and stay within this range and then take my chances. I'm comfortable with 100% loss on this trade. I like the odds. I like the now another thing why I'm bullish. We had bank earnings this morning, and we're gonna go over some of these bank stocks. The banking sector, which is represented by the XLF, which is one reason why I have it up there. I very rarely trade the XLF. Now I will trade the XLE because you get more movement. It's a larger stock, so it's a lot more juice in it when you want to sell options. The XLF, not so. So with the XLF, I will use it though to like monitor direction or market sentiment. That's why I have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These 12 right here at the top, I use to measure the sentiment of the market. And generally nothing else. I hardly trade these first 12. I will trade the XLE from time to time. The futures, I just use the ETFs to trade, but I use them to look at. And every now and then, rarely, sometimes I will trade gold. Now I have noticed that gold has jumped. Gold is up um, a little over 2%. That's crazy. That is crazy. So I just while I'm doing this is live. I see that. So it's up 40 something handles. Now, some people will come try to jump in that and get long. I don't know about that with it being, and oil has jumped up. Now, obviously, I think that these two jumping up like that would have something to do with the war that's going on right now between the Israelis and the Palestinians. So if we take a look at back to me choosing to get long, if we look at the XLF, which is the financials, they're being bullish or up on the day, having great earnings, then that's gonna for me, that means that that'll keep the market afloat. So also the yields are down. Look down here at the bottom of the screen. 2-year yields are down, 10-year yields are down, 30-year yields are down. That also can be a bullish catalyst for the market. So I'm using all of this and like I can glance at it and look at certain things over here and be like, okay, today I don't want to be bearish, right? Not in this trade, you may say, so you may ask me like, what's my time frame? Generally when I place a trade is not so much time. When I'm directional, it's not because for this trade, with me not being directional. Well, let's put it like this. I'm holding till it gets to my target. So I'm willing to take 100% loss. Now, if it hits my target today, I'll close it today. So it'll be an intraday trade. But if not, which I don't think it may hit today, it could chop around. Now, when this candle closes somewhere in here, now if it takes out this low, it could run down and hit this level down here. And then next week it could bounce down in here. Now I'm gonna tell you, if it goes down here and hits this level today, right around 363, which would be right here at the bottom of the range, if it goes down around in there, I may buy another one, another call for next week, right? Waiting on a bounce. But we'll just see. We'll watch and see how it goes. I want to pull up some of these bank stocks. Let's go to the also United Healthcare had great earnings today as well, which is probably I know United Healthcare is inside of the Dow, and so that may be why we have the Dow up on the day. Let's look at the daily candle. So United Healthcare now it has pulled back a little bit. That's where you see that long wick, but it was up even further. I think it had earnings today as well. So you can see United Healthcare is um, up over 2% on the day. Now I don't like it's already you can look over here and see it's red. That's letting us know that it's overbought. I definitely now the MACD isn't turning down, it is accelerating to the upside. So it could run a little bit more. Just because it's overbought doesn't mean that it won't continue to go. Let's go out. Let's look out like a year. We'll go out a year on it. So let's see. See what happens when we zoom out a little bit. We got some highs over here. So I definitely think it's gonna take these highs out at some point. We don't have any divergence down here on the MACD. So obviously let's see that high. I could see it making a run all the way up to like 550. It may do that next week. We'll see. I'll watch that. Be honest with you, I'll watch this. I'll watch this with the intent to short. Right. Me personally, I'm up here somewhere up in here. I may put an alert. Let me know when it gets to 550 or 555. Then that's when I want to get short. I want to with this move right here. I want to short it into that. So I'll be watching that. JP Morgan, once again, earnings this morning. I just don't see the market selling off too much with with the banks um, with the banks up. JP Morgan, this may be a runner. You can look down here at the bottom of the screen. You can see the MACD on the histogram is accelerating. The moving averages are turning up. Um, the stochastic still got room to run. RSI is only on like 63. This one of them ones will look out, right? It could come all the way up here. We got a gap up here at the top, right here. So I'm looking at it to fill this gap. Let's look right here. That ain't what I want. Clicked on the wrong thing. Let's see. Gonna put a rectangle here. Got a gap right here. So let's see if JP Morgan can get up here and fill this gap. So we're looking at it to make this to the next resistance level. And it got a small one here, right around what is that? 152.95. So that's where it's at now. That's where you see this wick. It hit this level right here. So this is resistance. We'll draw another one right there. I think it's gonna blow through that. That's just why it's holding right here. Let's see. So if you come right here, this is where it's at. So once it gets through here, then the next level will be right around 156. So this is something that I may leave on the watch list. I generally don't trade JP Morgan a whole lot. If I can get if we get the market to push back up through here, probably could take it from what 154 to 156, on the scalp. We'll leave that there. Let's save that so that it will stay on there. So when I pull it back up, let's go to City. City had earnings, had good earnings. You gotta have a powerful platform to pull all this data and stream at the same time. All right, we got some divergence down here at the bottom. So if you're looking at the MACD diverge, see this divergence, price action came down to here. So we had lower lows, while the MACD was making a high. Got a crossover on the MACD. You guys can see that line right there. Then price action was continuing to come lower right here. Can't trade everything. Like if I would have been looking at that and we got a double bottom right here on the stochastic, ideally you would have wanted to be in right here. You'd have wanted to catch this right here. But you can't trade everything. You just can't. So now with it being up, a lot of traders get in trouble like you see it here. And you want to come in and you want to trade, you want to get it. You the time to get it is here. Now you get it, you might get a little. I still think it can run. Let's say you got some resistance right here. If you're looking for some places to take profit, if you're already in it, you know, you can come right here. Why do I keep doing that? What so all I'm doing is using these gaps as resistance. Like you got a gap right there. Then we got another one. So if it blow through that one, if we can get it to blow through there, slow down talking. We can get it to blow through here. Then this next level right here can be the next take profit zone. So, and then you got another gap up here. So I think the banks will continue to go up. High interest rates for the big banks, they just hold, got to be good for them. So, so that's that. So the banks are looking good. Let's take a look at Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo even doing good. Wells Fargo had had good numbers. You know, got a gap up. And I don't see any, you got a gap up here. So is it gonna come up here and fill this 40 this gap at $45? Let's look. Come right here, drop some support in right here, right? So you got that's about $3 away. So this is one of those things. So like let's just say you were buying this. Let's just say you were, right? I'm not advising anybody to do it. But me, if I was getting into this, I'd get long. And then I would stop would be down here, take profit to be up here. I don't know how long it's gonna take to get there, but you got you got like a $3 stop and a $3 take profit. That's 1 to 1. Couple ways to do it. The IVR on Wells Fargo is higher than the others. You may be able to sell sell some premium if you come out 35 days. You ain't getting nothing for it though. Sell this put, lock that in. You only collecting what $95? Buying power is 700. I don't like that. Not enough juice. Not enough juice. Do a poor man cover call, sell it in the money put, collect 215. That's the better trade, in my opinion. You say why you selling it in the money put, so that's like a cover call. Because or if you bought 40 shares, let's say if you bought 100 shares at $41 and then sold this call at 42 and a half for 77 cent. I don't like that as much as be honest with you. I like the now with doing that, you could collect the dividend if it take a long time. Let's see dividends. So the next one will be like right around November 3rd. Um, so if you bought 100 shares and then sold the call, me personally, I like selling this call right here in the money. If I was going to trade this, that's what I would do. I'm collecting 218, which now moved up now 223, right? Buying power is 823. So you collecting what 25% of the buying power? Excuse me, and the probability of making 50%, which is all I'm trying to keep. If I collect $2, I just want to make a buck, buy it back, and you got a 69% chance of getting that. So that would be the trade for me if I was gonna trade. Just giving you an example of what I would do if I was gonna try that. And I may try this trade. I may come back and take a look at that. I don't want to do it while it's up though. 144. Be honest with you, I like to wait a day, see if we get a pullback, but we may not. See the histogram on the MACD? We got the crossover here today. So we may not get that pullback that you want. This could run. So, and we also want to take a look at Microsoft. Microsoft closed on that deal with Activision, I believe, um, from some news that I seen. So let's take a look at it. It's not, we don't have a big move on the day. Now I got some old Fibonacci lines from way back in July when the market started to go down. This little area right here acted as support twice, basically. Came here, got a little up move, came here again, boom, up. I don't like the chart. Even though my moving averages got a little cross on the 9 and the 50, I don't like this chart. This reeks of sideways action. And we still got earnings out on Microsoft after the bell on October 24th. So you don't want to get caught in earnings. We don't know what the earnings could do. Yeah, it could blast to the upside and it could blast and take off to the downside. So I personally would stay away from Microsoft. All right, guys. You see that call option I bought? It's only down $14. Um, I think which is we go back to that, and you can see that expected move ain't moving any, and it's staying right in there. So I think I'm gonna get the move that I want. May not get it today, may happen Monday or Tuesday. And like I said, once again, I'm okay with 100% loss. I'm risking 133, and if it makes it between today and maybe even Monday, now because it's a week, some theta is gonna come out of this. It's gonna lose some time value because we're trading short dated options. I roll the dice with that. I'll hold it Monday. Even if it makes it up there Monday or Tuesday, I still a double up. Um, got a great opportunity at getting like a 2 for 1, or at least a 1.5 for 1, maybe even a 2.5 for 1. If we get some type of news or something today and take it up. So hey guys, if you got a stock or something that you're looking at, drop it down in the comments. I do quick videos and chart it up. Make sure you subscribe because sometimes I just put out like levels. Like I know I put this out, I think on Twitter. I'm gonna show you guys my hat. I'm gonna put my drawings, put my indicators back on. I'm gonna show you what I put out. And I think I put this out I did it on Twitter. And I think I put it on the community tab. I did put it on so if you subscribe to the channel, you could see sometimes I don't have time to do a video and I'll just put a chart out. Look at this. Perfect. Came right to my take profit level. Now I put this out. I traded this. I put this out. This is the NASDAQ futures. So the NASDAQ futures, the triple Qs mimics this. So the Nasdaq future, and if you trade CFDs, if you're trading like the Nas 100 on a CFD, I put this take profit level out, and I did it when it was like back here somewhere. It was like my next level. Now, I think I did buy I can't remember if I bought a call option. I know I traded it, right? So, but I put that out on the community tab and I also put it out on Twitter. So, and one thing about it is if you see the NASDAQ, the NASDAQ futures moving up, the rest of the tech stocks should move with it, right? You should see now remember how this look right during this time period. Let's just go take a look at Tesla real quick. And then I'll show you guys when I'm Tesla, you should see during that time period. See how Tesla looks a little similar to that, going up into its little range up into here. Now we got Tesla breaking out to I don't think that this is gonna go down a whole lot. I could be wrong, but I'm willing to take a bet. I'm looking for a place to get long Tesla. I do not think that this will continue far down, but just because it gapped up here and it continued this move, if I take some of this, I'm gonna hide some of these indicators, right? And you can see that I already got a trend line here. If I drew one here, it will come right here, right? So you can look at it, you can see if I put something like, let's do this real quick. If you got something right in here, I could see that. I could see that from, that's why I said that there isn't, it's an art to drawing trend lines, not really a science, but let's double that up. I just want to make it to where I can see it. Nah, stop. You tripping. Trying to get it. I wanted to double up the line and make it so the video it keep on highlighting there we go. Uh all right, it's not cooperating because I wanted to make it fat like that just so you guys see it. But hopefully you can see this. There you go. That's what I wanted. Now, so you can see that. You see that it's like a channel, right? So you can see it broke down and I retested, and then broke down here. Now, I want to see how far we got a level right here, right around what is that? 252 where it stopped, where you can see where it wicked. That's 252. Let's go look at the expected move for 7 days. 252. So it can go all the way down within a week. It's saying right around 240, 237 for the week. Let's look at today. Today, that's it. So today, for the rest of the day, it's saying that it's 252 and a half, right around 252 and a half, 251 is where they got the expected move going down. So it can go down another two and a half. That'll put it right at 252. So I'm looking, you look right here, it says we got $2.52 expected move for the rest of the day today. This is a Friday. We're trading at 254.52. So that'll put Tesla down right around 252. Now for me, that would make me a buyer. That's showing me I already see I got a wick right here, and I got to look. So that means this could possibly be support. So if the market could come down to here today, maybe you buy a call. Now Tesla got earnings, but maybe you buy a call right there. Come over here if you think you're gonna get a bounce. I would probably come out here and buy something like 265, maybe 270, and see if you can get a pop. Get a little pop by Monday or Tuesday next week, make a couple $100. Or wait till next week if you get down here and then see how the market opens up on Monday. Because we're going into the weekend. We got a war going on, so anything can happen to go over the if you hold in something over the weekend, you got to be prepared for 100% loss. And I'm still bullish Tesla. I still think it's gonna make it up here to my level of what is that, 275? What the option chain look like. So if I wanted to, I will probably be out here 14 days if I wanted to trade something around 260. See what the expected move is for 14 days. So that's how I kind of use the option market to go along with what I'm already projecting. And if they line up, then I take the trade. So let's just keep an eye out, guys. Tesla look like we got a nice little, that's a nice little candle on the intraday for over this last hour. The Qs, let's look at the Qs. The Qs are still going down. Yeah, look like we're gonna take this low out. If we take this low out, we could get some down action. If the Nasdaq breaks this low right here, we could see a nice little sell-off. Could get down into here, right around that 363 area. So we'll just keep an eye out. Um, and we'll just keep an eye out. If we get down around this area, I may come back on and do another video because I may look for a pop like right around this area. So it may be time to, this wouldn't be a bad time to maybe short because it looked like we're getting a nice little sell-off. But all right, guys, either way, you can see I'm down a little bit on that call option, like 35 bucks. It's no biggie. Like I said, I'm prepared to take 100% loss because at some point, I do think the market will continue its upward movement to fill this gap. With that being said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You want to use the Tasty Trade platform. It's a link down in the description. I use StreamYard to stream these videos. I also got a link for you if you want to use StreamYard down in the show notes. Um, and that'll be that. It just took out this low. So we're breaking out of this range right here, right? So if I was bearish, this would be the trade for me to buy. If I was going to get short, I'd be buying a put right now and trying to see how far we could take it. Expected move for the day. Got two more dollars on the expected move for the day. So it's telling you you might get something down around 365. So that's if you're trading options. Now you can go to the micro NASDAQ and trade that. But either way, guys, I thank you for watching. And with that, I'm out. Peace.